الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my brothers and sisters. With the 12th of Rabi ul-Awwal just around the corner, many Muslims prepare for the Prophet's birthday and its celebration. But the question always arises, is this even allowed? The simple answer is no. Inshallah, bidhnillahi ta'ala, today we're going to be looking at the evidences and the reasons for why the ulema of Sunnah decided that it is not permissible for us to celebrate the birthday of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Let's start. First of all, let's look at if the 12th of Rabi ul-Awwal is even the birthday of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There is no clear evidence at all that the birthday of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the 12th of Rabi ul-Awwal. Many historians claim that it was the 9th of Rabi ul-Awwal. The only concrete evidence that we have about the birthday of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was that it was on a Monday. As the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says in a Sahih hadith in Muslim, hadith number 1162, when he was asked about why he fasts on the day of Monday, he said, ذَلِكَ يَوْمٌ وُلِدْتُ فِيهِ. This is the day I was born on. So we surely know that it was on a Monday and that it was in the year of the elephant. But we have no clear evidence at all about the exact date of his birth. But another shocking point is the fact that even though we are not completely sure about his birthday being on the 12th of Rabi ul-Awwal, all scholars by ijma' agree that this was the day he passed away. He sallallahu alaihi wasallam passed away on the 12th of Rabi ul-Awwal, and this is something that is not disputed. So what you are doing by celebrating the 12th of Rabi ul-Awwal is you're celebrating what could be his birthday, but what is definitely the day he passed away, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. One of the most important reasons why we shouldn't celebrate his birthday is the simple fact that he himself did not do so. In Islam, we have a ruling called bid'ah, meaning which states that we are not allowed to innovate in our religion whatsoever. The ruling is present in multiple hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, such as one in Sunan an-Nisa'i, hadith number 1578, in which the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Inna asdaq al-hadith kalamullah wa ahsan al-hadi hadi Muhammadin wa sharr al-umuri muhdathatuha wa kulla muhdathatin bid'ah wa kulla bid'atin dalalah wa kulla dalalatin fi nar." Every innovation is bid'ah. Every bid'ah is misguidance, and every misguidance is in hell. And then there's another narration in Sahih al-Bukhari and Sahih Muslim. In Sahih al-Bukhari 2697, "Man ahdatha fi amrina hadha ma laysa fihi fahuwa rad." Whoever innovates in this religion what is not there, then it is rejected, meaning every bid'ah is rejected. Another point is that the Sahaba of the Prophet ﷺ never celebrated the birthday, even though they surely loved him more than we do. But they still didn't celebrate his birthday, meaning this is not a way to commemorate the love of the Prophet ﷺ. And the Prophet ﷺ had also commanded us to follow their sunnah, as he narrated in Sunan Abu Dawud, hadith number 4607, فَعَلَيْكُمْ بِسُنَّتِي وَسُنَّةِ الْخُلَفَاءِ الرَّاشِدِينَ. Also, an interesting point is that the Salaf never celebrated the birthday of the Prophet ﷺ. The importance of the Salaf was very clear in the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, which is narrated differently in Sahih al-Bukhari, hadith number 6429, and Sahih Muslim 2533. The narration in al-Bukhari states, خَيْرُ النَّاسِ قَرْنِي ثُمَّ الَّذِينَ يَلُونَهُمْ ثُمَّ الَّذِينَ يَلُونَهُمْ. The best of generations is my generation, and the one after it, and the one after it. Now you might be wondering, where did this practice come from? If the four Khulafa didn't do it and the Salaf didn't do it, then who were the people who innovated this practice within Islam? They were the Fatimids. Who were the Fatimids? The Fatimids were a Shiite dynasty. Now the Fatimids innovated the celebration of this day into our religion around 300 to 400 years after the hijrah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Isn't that shocking? Unfortunately, some ignorant Muslims followed them and thus spread the practice. And here we are today. So many Muslims across the world ignorantly celebrating this day of the 12th of Rabi ul-Awwal. This is the danger of ignorance and blind following. It is of utmost importance that we educate ourselves about our deen. Isn't it frightening to hear that this largely followed practice was innovated into a religion around 300 to 400 years after the death of the Prophet ﷺ and the four Khulafa? Even so much so that it was innovated around 100 years after the death of Imam Ahmed bin Hanbal, who was the last of the four fuqaha, meaning that none of these four imams even celebrated it. Additionally, while celebrating the 12th of Rabi ul-Awwal, many Muslims utter practices that themselves are not permissible in Islam, such as listening to music, and even doing what some people have labeled as bid'ah or minor shirk, which is calling out to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, asking him for protection, asking him for dua, even though he is not capable of benefiting us anymore. Many Muslims also try to spread the concept that the Prophet ﷺ is alive in his grave, even though this is wrong, because we all know the famous statement of Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anhu when he stated, "Man kana ya'budu Muhammadan fa inna Muhammadan qad mat." Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.